Hello, beautiful people. How are we? I hope you are good. I hope you are well. Let's see who joins us here today. So, for those of you who have been here before, please get commenting in the chat because it is wonderful to always have you with me. And I really appreciate your time every single week. So, if you are brand new, welcome. How I work is based on pinning a comment in the chat and then seeing who it is that I'm drawn to. And if you are watching me on the replay live here, then you are most welcome. You'll find details how to connect with me on a live below in the description on another live. And I am live every single Wednesday. I've done the next 4 lives, I think, up until the 2nd of September. So it's absolutely gorgeous and beautiful to be here today with all of you. So if you are here, come and say hello in the chat. Just so you know, a couple of little bits and pieces here. So ads are every 30 minutes as usual, and the chat is every 40 seconds so that you take time to reply in between, so to speak. Hey, Michelle. Good evening. Greetings, everyone. Hey, beautiful. I saw that you did my future self meditation. You gave me a comment, and I've just replied back to that. So I'm really glad that you enjoyed that. And hey, Blackbird 5138. So Katie can't make it today, unfortunately. She's lovingly away in Cornwall. So it is just the usual crew, I'm sure. But if anyone else is here, that's brilliant. And if anyone is wanting a reading today, I do psychic mediumship. Hey, Sarah. Hey, how you doing, girl? Are you all right? Thank you for popping back on, beautiful. Okay. So yeah, if you want psychic mediumship, give me a shout. So that means if you've lost a loved one, a partner, somebody close to you. Okay. Just know that I'm somebody that will be able to connect you with your loved ones if you have passed. And if you want an intuitive reading, that means picking up on what is going on now in your life for you, kind of like how things are, that sort of stuff. Hey, SRAD's Human 494. Hello, beautiful girl. How are you? So, yeah, if you are wanting anything in terms of me picking up stuff with you, then please give us a shout here. I'm open to anything, so I will try and help you as best as I possibly can. These readings are for entertainment purposes only, and I don't do anything medical and I don't do anything to do with pregnancy. But apart from that, everything else we're good for. So anyway, good evening and welcome. Hey, first name, last name, and it's beautiful. And I mean, it's wonderful to see you guys again. It really, really is. So I've got to be doing something right if you guys keep coming back week after week to see me. It's really, really gorgeous. So who is in the chat here that would really love a little reading or something tonight, or would like me to maybe look a little bit deeper into something? If you want to just put it in the chat what it is that you really fancy, whether you want an intuitive or you want me to connect with a loved one, please put that through. And also, if anyone here, hey Jill, you made it as well. Hey, gorgeous girl, beautiful to see you here as well. But yeah, if there is any updates as well, because some of you I have been reading for over the last kind of like 4 weeks. So, excuse me, if anything has massively improved, please give me a shout there. And also, please like this. Please share it with anybody that pops into your head and you think, "Do you know what? I would absolutely, really, really love to share this with somebody," because just know whoever that person is that pops into your head, they may well get a reading from me as well this evening. So, Blackbird 5138, you would request a mediumship one. Oh, wow, amazing. And Sarah would love to also connect with her grandmother. So, let's just see if there's anyone else there as well. I just want to open the floor. And first name, last one, you'd love a career reading. And Michelle would love an intuitive reading. Wow. Okay, awesome. I tell you what, Michelle, I'm good. I will come to the rest of you, but Michelle, I've not read for you before. I don't think I have anyhow. And I'm really drawn to you because I feel like you found me quite recently. So, or I've come across you in the past, I don't know, but out of all the names, I am drawn to you. So I'm going to come to you if that's okay. And I'd love the rest of you to also stay on though, okay? Because Sarah, I do feel I could connect you with your grandma. Blackbird 5138, I'm really drawn to an older male for you coming really strongly through there. And first name, last name, you'd love something through with your career. Okay, cool. So all I ask is that if I pin your comment today, please listen. If anything does really pop up into you and you're like, yes, that really resonates, please let people know in the chat. It also lets anybody know in the replay that I was hitting the mark and that I was spot on, and then it was really helpful to you today. So let's see what we get as we tune into Michelle's. And also SRAD's Human. Oh, I did ask you to come back, didn't I? SRAD's Human 494. I will definitely read for you tonight, my darling, okay? Because I didn't get to you last week and I did ask you to come on this week. And I remember that. My guys have just nudged me. So I will definitely come to you to stay with me. Okay. And Jill, you'd love to hear from your great grandmother Gladys. Jill, I would love to also read for you as well. I've not read for you for a little while, so that'd be beautiful if you guys can stay on. Okay. So Michelle's medicine, you'd love an intuitive reading. What do I get for you? I want to say you're at a crossroads, and I want to say you don't need to keep circling back and going over and over things. I feel like you would resonate with the crossing. It feels like, okay, and no worries for remembering. I can feel you tapping into me, Cal. Thank you, Michelle. Okay. But Michelle, it really feels like you've been revisiting a lot of things over and over, and I feel it's almost like you've got some kind of checklist going on, and I feel like you're like, "Done mother wound, done father wound, done this, done this, done this," and I feel like other things come back through for you and you're going through them again. And I want to say that's okay, because I feel like you'll understand, like, lots of layering is going on for you. And I also, and with that though, I do want to say, like, sometimes we need to stop digging. And I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but I know that you're here for a huge purpose. I know that you're here to help so many people. Okay. And I really feel with you that it's almost that case of, okay, what is holding me back? What is stopping me putting myself up there, out there massively? Okay. Because one of the things I feel is, what they're showing me is, stop digging, stop looking for your wounds, stop looking for things to heal, and just go, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to deal with whatever comes up in this moment, and I'm going to be okay with that. Because they're saying to me, it's like, if I look at a load of like gravestones for you, I feel that wound's done, that wound's done. So if I looked at mother wound, the tab will be turned. If I looked at father wound, that would be done. Okay. And now I feel this is like purpose and mission for you. Can you take that? Okay. Because I feel like we need to get you truly onto your purpose and go, okay, well, again, whatever is coming up, I'm going to be able to deal with, but I've really got to get out there and do what it is that I'm doing. And I want to see, I feel like you've got lovely essence. Do you know that? You've got a really beautiful essence, and you feel you feel like you've done a lot of work around your grounded energy as well. And I feel like you're anchoring your masculine deeper. But I feel like you would understand, Michelle, that you're very much here to teach people. Okay. And you're here to lead them on a path. And they're showing me this, okay, back to themselves. And I really feel like you understand your role in some way correlates to teaching people how to look after themselves. And I feel like you would understand that, because I feel like you would understand, like, at some level, absolutely, but at some level, you understand that people can actually heal themselves through the power of their own mind. And I feel like you're intricate in playing in that role in some capacity, because it feels like if I did a session with you, you would awaken something in me. And I feel like this is so true, Michelle. I feel like when people sit with you, you give them codes, you awaken them. I feel like you get that. And I feel like so many people get light bulb moments with you. And I feel like one of the things that you've had to work really hard on, though, is your own ego. 100%. Thank you. Okay. You've had to work very hard on your own ego and keeping your ego in check, because what you talk about and how you teach things. Hey, Andrea. Hey, beautiful girl. Gorgeous to catch you here today. Okay. But what you teach people, I I feel like you've really had to sit there and go, okay, I know it, but I need to ensure that they get it on a level that they understand. And I feel like you'll get that from me totally. Okay. I really do, because I'm hearing that so clearly for you in the energy today. Um, and again, I feel like you've really had to, yeah. had to fine tune where you are, so to speak, and everything that's going on with you. And I want to say you get a thumbs up from spirit for what you've been doing and how hard you've been working, because they're giving me like a thumbs up. They're giving me like a gold star for you, and they're just saying to you, believe in yourself, trust in yourself, take the inspired action when it comes, and know that you are being led and being guided by something greater, bigger, and truer than you can imagine. But I am to tell you today that you are on exactly the right path, and you haven't got to worry. And I feel like you popped on tonight because I want to say the only thing holding you back would be yourself and needing just to trust in that flow a little bit more for you, Michelle. Okay. And I feel like you'll understand that you can really feel when you're in your flow. You can really feel when things are going. And then what you do, and I'm going to laugh at here, okay? I feel like what you do is you go, oh, it's going really well. Oh, this feels really great. Oh. And then your ego gets involved a little bit, and then you have to stop that. Okay. And I laugh and I smile here for you because I want to say, like, when it's going really well for you, sometimes you're like, "Oh my god, this just feels incredible. Like, I just really don't want this to stop. This feels amazing. Oh my god." And then all of a sudden you'll go, "Oh, I did it again." Hello, Nalani, ELC6725. Great of you to join me. Thank you for being here. Please let me know what it is. I've never seen you before, my darling. So please let me know what it is that you would like some help and support with. You're most welcome amongst these gorgeous souls here today. But Michelle, yes, and I feel like what they're giving me for you today is about you staying in that vibration, you staying in that trust, you staying in that flow, and knowing that, because you can't see your path. But Michelle, I feel like you'll understand you've always been able to see your path to a good degree. You've always been able to see kind of like a month, 6 weeks in advance. You've always known that. But I feel like what I'm seeing for you is sometimes you don't even know what's going to happen next week. And I feel like that's where you've had to learn to kind of like surrender your ego and just sit in your flow. Happy to find me. Do give us a subscribe if you would love to. I'm live every single Wednesday around about this time. And you would have found me definitely, my darling, for a reason, I promise you. But yeah, Michelle, I really, because I feel excited and I feel like I want to say, like, ride the wave, ride the flow, and just know you're being so guided. And I also want to say, like, I feel like I've got the Chariot card for you in tarot. I feel like, I don't know why I'm seeing that, but I feel like you'll understand everything is starting to spin, everything is starting to turn. And then I've got the what's the, I've got like the wish card. I feel like you would understand, like, I've got wish fulfilled. So I want to say they're also showing me that. And I want to say, if you've never seen me before, sometimes I get tarot cards shown in my head. And that's what I'm picking up with you, Michelle, here. Okay, this the Chariot card and kind of like the wish fulfilled as well. But I just want to say, like, what's also really important is you look at how far you've come this year and celebrate yourself for the person that you are. And also, the last thing before I finish with you is ensuring that you let the people go, because not everyone can come with you to the next stage. You would like a guidance on a job, I have offers and I made it too complicated. Lilani, stay with me, darling. There'll be a reason, okay? But yeah, Michelle, does that resonate with you? Because I just heard that little bit just there for you. And I just, yeah, I just kind of smiled at that point then when I got that for you. But that's some really gorgeous, beautiful guidance that has come through for you today. But you really and truly are here to help people learn how to work with their own system, with their own bodies. And I feel like you'll understand the meridian points in a body are very important to you. And I feel like you understand because they're showing me something about Chinese medicine and they're showing me something about acupuncture and they're showing me the meridians in your body. And that, for example, when you tap here, 4 fingers down on your collarbone, it starts to release things. And when you sort of tap up here, um, but but yeah, that's kind of what I feel like is coming through for you. But yeah, you've got so many people to help. And I also want to say I'm surrounded by people who misunderstand me, totally resonate. Yeah. But I do just want to come back to that last little bit just there, okay? What's really important is that you understand, and I feel like if I was with you in a private reading, I feel like you would say to me, Kel, I know the people that I need to let go of. I don't just necessarily want to do that. But you found me today to give you this last message. The people who are not coming with you into the next stage, it's because you've taken them as far as you can go. You've done your job now. And to let them go is to allow others to come into your world, because others are going to take you to the next level. And those that are around you that are not meant for you in your next path, they will be cleared out either by you or by situations around you. Let them fall away, let them go, and know that what is coming for you is beautiful and wonderful. And that's channeled for you because they want to end with my child. So yeah, that's really important. And don't try and hold on to those people. Let those people go, because you're going to meet more people that are in alignment, that resonate with you, that get you 100%. Yes, I'm very good at attachment. Awesome. But just allow it to happen. Because I feel this crossroads, and I feel like things are moving, things are changing, things are shifting for you. And I feel like it's almost like what spirit is showing me is kind of just go, oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Um, okay. That person can't come with me. Um, that can't happen, etc. But I just want to give you that. And I really hope this reading helps you in some way today, beautiful soul. You've got gorgeous, gorgeous energy. And you're definitely here to teach people. Uh, yeah. And I feel like the last bit is keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Keep it simple. Okay, that's yours, Michelle, and I really hope that helps you. So thank you for being with me here today. Absolutely gorgeous to work with you, and I hope that gave you something. And yeah, it'll be exciting to see what happens, because I feel like the next 6 months for you are quite they're going to be quite exciting. They're really, really going to be quite exciting for you. So that's yours, my darling, and I really hope that helps. Thank you, Kel. Totally resonates with me. Beautiful, my darling. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. Awesome. Cool. Awesome. Dylan came back. Hello. I got an interesting question for you. I saw this morning there are 3 areas of possible tropical development in the Atlantic. I live in Florida. Should I be concerned with these issues? Dylan, as I get that straight away, I get a no. No. No, I don't feel anything into that energy at all for you there. That's a really quick answer, isn't it? Okay. Lenani, you have offers. Okay, so stay with me. I'm just going to read for Sarad's Human 494, because I promised her last week and it got to 10:30 my time and I didn't get a chance to read for her. And I said as long as she came back, I would make sure I would read for her as well. And I think you said you would like me to tell me anything which you feel like sharing with me. So I just want to check. Can you? Yeah, I'm going to go for yours next. Okay. So Sarad's Human, you would rather me do an intuitive than you would be that of a psychic mediumship. Just confirm that for me, just there for you, with you, my love. Also, welcome to anybody that is just joining us here. If you want to pop in the chat, it'd be great to chat to you today. Okay. But also, if you are watching on the replay, please comment #replay. And I know you've been here. And make sure you subscribe, because I am live again next week at exactly the same time. Okay. Let's just see. Hello, Mom. First time here. Do you see financial hardship for me for the rest of the year? Oh, stay with me, darling. You've got lovely energy. You've got a purpose. Do stay with me. I'm quite drawn to you as well. Okay. Sarad's Human. Yes, please. Last live, I asked about my twin flame connection, but today I don't feel like it. Blackbird, thank you. I'm ready for the next mission. Beautiful. And Michelle, definitely. I hope you subscribe. I think you have. Like I say to everybody, if you come back, and if I do get little drip bits and little tiny bits and pieces for you, I will try and give things to you. Okay. So let's see. Jack. Come on. Sorry if you can hear the dog drinking. Lie down, baby boy. Lie down. Good boy. Lie down. No, I'm not giving you a fuss. Sorry. That's my dog. Okay, cool. So let's tune into you. And you'd love an intuitive reading, Andrea, would you? That's amazing. Okay, awesome. Stay with me, my darling. Okay. Um, so as we tune into your energy, what do we get? Hmm. I see a book for you, and I also feel like you'll understand there's something about your inner child coming through really strongly here. Because do you know what? As I tune into your energy, I almost feel like I see like a little girl who would love to dress up. Thank you, Michelle. Bless you. I appreciate that. Okay. But she would love to dress up. And I know your picture is like pink, so to speak. What I'm really feeling is like a little girl who would love to play Ring a Ring of Roses, a pocket full of posies, a tissue, we all fall down. And what I'd love to know from you, okay, is where are you with your inner child, bearing in mind you're also in a twin flame connection? Probably hence the reason that you found me the most, I would have thought, if I'm really honest. Okay. Um, and what I'm picking up for you is you've put I played that when I was a child. That's amazing that I've got that for you. But I really feel like her so strongly around you. And I feel like you found me for the twin flame stuff, even though I don't create content. I do occasionally talk about it to help you guys. But I really feel like the little girl in you is the part of you that can feel quite overwhelmed sometimes, and is the part of you that also has that joy, also has that happiness, also has that wonderful sense of like abandonment of what would be in life, and very much kind of like that moment, that purpose, that time is really coming through to me. And just as I connect stronger with you, I would love to say, have you done any work around being like your inner child's inner parent? And do you understand when I say to you, what is parts work? Because I feel like if you haven't ventured onto that, Blackbird, if you're on that journey, I send you lots of love. Yes, Blackbird's on the journey of the twin flame. It is a wonderful journey, isn't it, Blackbird? Okay. And Michelle, the inner child needs attention. Yes, definitely. But I really pick up like a lot of the actions that are happening, a lot of the things that are doing, do you actually realize that that's your inner child in control? Because I feel like you are a very soft person, and I feel for some reason you would understand. I don't understand much about it, but that's how I was connected me with you. Okay, awesome, cool. Okay. But I also want to say, like, I feel like I can feel your grandma around you or an older lady, because do you know what? As I tune in more to kind of like the inner child sort of thing, I really feel like you'd understand like I've got a lady that's got like red rosy cheeks. And I also feel like you would just understand here, like tight knit curls is what she feels like. And I feel like the lady that I want to bring through to you absolutely loved her cooking, loved being in the kitchen. I can just see her apron as I tune into her energy more. And I feel like you'll understand, like, for you, it feels like there's this need to be the inner mother to yourself. And I don't know if that resonates with you at all, but for those of you who do know my work, you will understand that we have like the inner mother, we have our inner father. Now, we can call that kind of like our higher feminine, our higher masculine, so to speak. But yes, you loved your the most, but she comes through really, really, really strongly to you. And I feel like if I want to bring her through to you, you would understand 6, maybe 7 biscuits on a plate. And you'd understand she used to absolutely love a cup and a saucer. Hey, Dark Maiden, how are you, girl? Oh, you found me. That's good. Awesome. Stay with me, girl. Good to find you. Great to see that I'm active. Wicked. Good to see that you're here as well. But yeah, no. So I just going back to your grandma just there. I feel like you would understand tea in a saucer. And one of the things that I want to say to you when we think about the inner child, okay, is do you know that you can do activities now with your inner child that will resolve the things that you needed to do when you were younger, so to speak, and we call that reparenting. Okay, so here's an example. Okay, what I'm seeing for you would be, I don't know how this sits with you, but you could almost get like a tea set or something, and you could have a cup of tea, and you can imagine your inner child being with you. Now, if you look, you can just see Smudge up there. Okay, Smudge is a reparenting bear. Okay, and what Smudge does is he sometimes does activities with me, because when I look at Smudge, I think to myself, that's my inner child that I'm playing with. Because I really feel that's the bulk of your reading here is like learning to be very maternal with yourself, learning to love yourself to such a high degree is what is strongly coming through here for me with you. um and learning just to nurture yourself. But I feel like I want to say, like, when you were a little girl, I can see you kind of like kicking your legs off of what would have been the swing, and you would have been like, push me, grandma, push me, because you would have enjoyed those kind of things. And I feel like I just want to smile for you, because she just feels like she is such a huge part of you. And like I say, if you are on the twin flame journey, genuinely, honestly, healing your inner child is a must. There's no way that anyone would actually get into physical 3D twin flame union, unless you've actually healed your inner child. You've healed your inner teen, and you've also healed other parts of you, because that's where the trauma sits, in the physical body. So as much as we can sometimes sit up in our head in the twin flame journey, and we can try and, I know, feminines do this, they try and work out life path astrology, um, human design, all of those kind of things. But the twin flame journey is actually about being physically in your body, because that's how alchemy happens. You've put just a while ago as almost weak in thinking, what will happen to me if my grandma leaves me? Yeah, and I feel that's why I'm connecting with you today, because I can feel your grandma's energy over you. But I want to say, like, what's really important for you as well, my darling, is also understanding that you have to become the mother to yourself, because that's what helps you when it comes to the abandonment wound. That's what helps you when it comes to the rejection wound, so to speak. Is, we have to be that person that, is the parent to ourselves. So what I would encourage you to do is look at something called reparenting. Okay, I do have a community called Reparent Yourself, which I launched on Saturday, and our first group session, if anyone wants to join, okay, it is next Monday. It is this time, on Monday, and I'm teaching people parts work. That's why I've created that community over there. So it's a school community. I think it's in the description there. If not, you'll find it on my website. Okay, click on community. But I think that would really, really be beneficial, and it would massively help you to actually start working with your inner child and the smallest part of you. Because I do pick up some abandonment there. I do pick up a fear of rejection. And I would really encourage you to look at doing some activities with your inner child. So whether you buy a bear, because I feel like I want to give you like a doll. It feels like I want to give you like a China doll. Okay. Um, and yeah, and it feels like, it's like you can do things like, okay, I'll work on it, but it's like you can hold your doll, and you can, you can talk to that kind of like in terms of your inner child and stuff. So do also have a look at my website, because I've got like loads of materials. I've got loads of stuff on there that would also really massively help you, my darling. Okay. But you've got lovely, lovely energy. And I just feel like what I'm hearing for you is like what Blackbird says there: a chronic illness improves with inner child healing. So yeah, if any of you, do have, like, I used to have fibromyalgia like 10 years ago. I was always in chronic pain. I was always in so much agony. I could barely move. And then actually my body was just full of trauma. Beautiful at Blackbird. It's so important, magical work. And Sarah, I know you've got a gorgeous, gorgeous inner child. And I know, Sarah, I can feel your inner child as she comes through. Your inner child, Sarah, there feels glorious. She feels a happy little girl, actually, Sarah, to be honest, as I tap into your energy. Sarad's human 494. Do you have a purpose to feel? Yes, you do, but that involves working with your inner child first, because anything we seek outside of ourselves we have within. Yes, definitely. And Michelle, you get it. You're in a twin flame connection as well, aren't you, girl? I do believe. But yeah, Sarad's human 494. I feel like your purpose will show itself, because I feel like in some way it's connected with the inner child. It's connected with, because you feel like you're very, very pure. And am I right that like you were kept very safe as a child. It feels like the outside world can sometimes be really scary to you. Um, and I feel like things can really jar you, things can really shock you to a really high degree. And I feel like, I don't know why, but it's like, it's almost like me as a masculine, right? I feel like I want to find where you are and I want to cuddle you and I want to protect you and I want to look after you. That's what the masculine does. Yes, my grandma was always there to protect me since birth, exactly. But this is where I'm saying to you, if you actually start becoming the mum to yourself, I feel like I can see you through your photo. It's really hard to describe, but you do feel very much like, I just want to take care of you. I want to look after you. Like, I want to make sure that no one comes anywhere near you, so to speak. But that's what happens from a healed masculine perspective. Because when you've got a very vulnerable feminine female with you, you naturally want to make sure that they're okay. You naturally want to protect them. So know that I can feel that energy in you, but I feel like your pureness is also a reason why you're here. And that will be part of your purpose because your purity is gorgeous. And I also feel like you'll understand old fashioned family values, especially with your grandma. And would you also understand, like, the need to sit up straight, please? And would you understand the need to go back to your books and the need to do things that involve community? I'm massively hearing that for you. Okay, I really get this strong sensation of being amongst people, but being amongst safe people. So yes, for me, your purpose is definitely defined beneath your inner child healing. So I really want to give you that, and I really hope that helps you. You've got lovely energy, my darling. You really have. Um, yes, she is. Thank you, Kel, for calling it out. I started sharing my songs on TikTok and YouTube a couple of fun weeks ago. I don't sing, but I wrote the text. It's fun. Oh, beautiful, amazing. And no twin flame, Kel. Thank goodness I'm enjoying my own energy. That's weird, Michelle, how you found me. You may well never know. Your twin may find you at some point. But Blackbird's done a lot of healing over her inner child. She's got a gorgeous inner child here. And so many of you who know me, you know that inner child work is just so important. Because it shines through you, like, and genuinely, like, you end up getting younger. Um, when you do the inner child work, I'm 46, so I'm not doing so bad, and that's because I got a nice little, inner child inside of me. So, anyway, that's yours, my darling. Thank you so much for coming back this week. I really appreciate that, and I'm so glad that I remembered you. Um, and that I could also come to you. All right. That's yours, Sarad Seaman 494. Thank you for working with me, my darling. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so, so much. Cool. Awesome. Who else have we got? We've got hello, Marianne Harris. Hello, darling. Hello, please can I ask if I will move to a happier house soon? So sad and not settled at the new house we moved to 1 year ago. Thank you. Ooh, that feels quite something there. Yes, really drawn to you. Stay on the line because I want to know if the lady next was Nela Nelan Elec 6725. Are you there? Because I said I was going to read for her next. And then if you want to stay with me, my darling, I will see if I can get something for you as well. But Sarah, thank you for being here as well. And also Blackbird. You guys have got gorgeous energy and you really have. Sarah, it feels like you're growing week on week. I feel like you're really finding your flow. And it feels like also your divine counterpart is stepping closer to you, Sarah. And I want to say this, Sarah, just let me give you something really quickly. It feels like the more that you drop into your feminine energy, the more that you're drawing the masculine towards you. But you're in safe feminine energy. Do you do that with your glasses? Do you push your glasses up, or what is that I'm seeing there? I just tapped into that. And Jill, yes, I said I was going to come. Oh, Nella, thank you. Thank you for saying that. Okay. And I feel like I received something valuable from all your readings. Oh, Jill, you're so lovely. Oh, let's just love Jill. Jill has got amazing energy. I've got so many coins around you, Jill. I really hope you're feeling abundance, or money is coming into you at some point. That feels true. Um, so yes, Nella, or Neela. I don't know. I don't know why. Neela. Okay. Right. So you said What did you want, my darling? Can you've put take your time. I would like to guidance for jobs. Ah, right. Okay, cool. You're the jobs lady. Okay. Hey, Sharon. How you good and gorgeous? I touched myself there. I've noticed that too. Oh, Sarah, awesome, wicked. Sharon, thank you also for popping back as well. Great to see you. Loving this, ladies. Katie sends her love to all of you, by the way. She's sorry that she can't make it tonight. She's got no signal in Cornwall. She's on a campsite. But Katie assures us she'll be back next week. And also her friend Emily will be joining us as well. So it's gorgeous. Anyway, let's tune into you and job offers. Oh, crikey. Mm, okay. Wow. What a pickle you've got yourself into, ain't you? Kel, you're the truth bomb. Oh, thank you. Bless you. Okay. Um, but okay, so it's complicated around job offers. Okay, so as I tune in to your energy, one of the first things I get is to put your hand in your heart. This is for you, okay, Nella or Neela. I don't know. I don't know how to say your name, but I'll just go Nella. Okay, put your hand on your heart, and this is what I hear for you. Okay, do what makes you feel happy, not what everybody else wants. And what I hear from you, and there's an older male coming through to you. There's a very, very, very strong older male coming through to you. Um, and I really feel like you understand. There's another song as well. Okay. Separate that, bring that through, pull that through. Right. You've got loads of spirit communication coming through for you here. I feel like people have been trying to give you a reading for ages. Can you take that from me? I don't know why, but as I've connected with you instantly, I've got like 4 or 5 different spirits around you, okay? And it would be your father because he is very foreboding. He is very, very strong in the energy around you. But I feel like you'll understand, you know you've needed a reading for a while. Would that sit with you? Because I feel like if I tune into your father, I'm looking at my watch and I'm going, it's about time. And I feel like with your father, you would understand a man that was very punctual. But I want to say, when we think about your job, it has to be you that does it for you, not your family, not what's right for other people around you. Can you take that from me? Because I really, really feel that. Massively. I don't know why it's lagging tonight. Sorry that it's lagging, my internet. Badland. Okay. I don't know what's going on. I'll try and sort it out better for next week. Okay. But hopefully you guys can hear me, which is the main thing. All right. But yeah, Nella. So okay. Okay. Just with your father, I feel like when I want to think about your yeah, it is the energy. I do feel that, okay. But when I want to think about tuning into your dad, you would understand meat and 2 veg, and he would prefer boiled potatoes rather than anything else. And I feel like you would understand his carrot one side and his peas or his green veg the other. Okay. And the other thing I also kind of get is like him being very not so much OCD, but he had a very certain way of being who he was. And I feel like your father dressed a certain way. He feels like he's very much his tie just here, so to speak. And he just feels like he's somebody that people thought a hell of a lot of. And I feel like when we talk about your job, I feel like you're trying to do what other people want you to do, not necessarily what you feel is right for you. Rigid personality, yes. Thank you very much. Okay. And I feel like what he's come to say to you today, now he wouldn't be able to say this to you if he was still alive, for example. Okay. Um, but what I feel is this is about choosing what is right for you. And it doesn't matter if it upsets other people because this is what is right for you. And I feel like you would understand having to work with the people pleaser part of you more so than anything else. Okay. Know that I really strongly feel that for you because it feels like that sense of you want to make so many other people happy, you want to make other people smile, but ultimately This is about what doing makes you happy. He is alive. Okay, cool. All right. He's very strong energy around you then, let me tell you. Okay. Was he very much someone who was incredibly protective of you? It almost feels, if I'm really fair, okay. Um, I love how you're trying to help, Marianne. Thank you very much, ladies on the chat here, okay. But I really feel like there is this, like this layer of protection around you. And I feel like it's like an overshadowing kind of energy. Does that make a sense to you? Because it's almost like, in order to get to your energy, I have to go to this masculine protection that is around you, that is looking after you. But I really get this sense with you of this, it's following your heart for the first time and not what other people think. Because you always do. No, my mum was like that. Okay. It's a very masculine energy though, Nella. That's what I want to say. Because I've got an older male coming through to you. Do you know that? And I'd want to say, kind of like, see if you can sit with this for a description, okay? I have an older male coming through to me, and I feel like you would understand when he would want to sit down, for example, he would put one leg over the other, okay? And he would be very straight in his chair, like that, so to speak, okay? I don't know if that sits with you at all right? But I very much feel like very straight. He would have been a man as well, please, who was very well read, very knowledgeable, and also someone who probably would have sat very much just sort of like that. He was very, very, very comfortable in who. Are you all right, Arch? Very comfortable in who he is as a person is coming through, but very much like a foreboding kind of sense. But just know that's the energy that I pick up around you, just as I tune into that there for you. Um, Jack, careful, mate. Sorry, my dog just kicked the light there. Apologies if that all of a sudden went light for you. I do apologize there. Okay. But I hope that makes some kind of sense to you. And do you have like 3 job opportunities? Because I really feel like this is massive, like tear or torn kind of sense of energy for you. But I want to say, like, the one that serves you best. Yes. Okay. Cool. Thank you. It's the one that serves you best. But also know that it's okay if you upset some people. And I know you weren't here last week, but we had a really lovely, gorgeous guy come through last week, okay, who was saying, like, you can't please anybody, you can't please everybody. So, what is important is that you make sure that you please yourself. And that's what I get for you hugely in the energy just here, my love, okay? Um, and work on that people pleaser part of you. That's going to massively make a huge amount of difference to you. Do you know that? In a massive way, is if you start working with that people pleaser part, because that feels like that's so evident in you. And I feel like you've always been like a people pleaser since like you were kind of like 5 or 6 years of age. Does that sit with you, in terms of like how I'm feeling? Because I feel like you'll get that 100%. It massively just feels that sense of needing to just work with that part of you. I hope that kind of helps in some way, my darling, anyhow, okay? Because that's just what I'm picking up. But it is the choose what is right and choose what is correct for you. And yes, I'm the third child. Okay, brilliant, awesome. But this is really about choosing you. I feel like you find that very, very difficult, because I feel like sometimes you're like, I feel like you've always put other people first all your life. And I feel like if I was doing a session with you, for example, you would say to me, "But how do I choose myself? How does that feel?" And I want to say that's where you start doing parts work. And that's where you understand that actually the people pleaser part of you, it is a part of you. It is not who Nella is, so to speak. But that older male very strong energy around you. You would also understand, had a very distinct soap type. I solved it, but I came back an old identity. I got you. Okay. Um, so yeah, I just feel like that's what I'm picking up anyhow for you today, my love. And I really hope that kind of helps you in some way. All right. Um, but that's what I've got for you. And like I say, I do hope that helps. But please have a look at working with the people, please, a part of you, and just understand that very strong older male energy coming through to you was so profound, was so strong. Um, and it is that you know what it is that you must need to do. That's yours, my darling. I really hope that helps you. All right. Thank you for being with me here today. And I hope that's good for you. Awesome. Cool. Wicked. Thank you for the lovely ways that you guys are in the chat here. Beautiful. And we've got 14 of you here tonight, which is lovely. I'm sure we're going to keep growing in numbers week on week. I think I had like my best post views. I think I had like 130 views after the live, which is fantastic. Um, so it's definitely getting there. Thanks you. Yes, I feel I will choose good. You will choose good. Follow your heart. Okay. When it comes to picking your job, put your hand on your heart and go, what does my heart want to do? My heart. Okay. That's what I want to give you. All right, that's yours. Okay. Hey, Acacia, Verstu 1251. Thank you for being here. Thank you to Blackbird and Michelle. Beautiful. It seems like you guys have helped Marianne there, which is good. Michelle says, working on ourselves takes strength and it's the hardest, most rewarding thing to do. Oh, without a doubt, my darling, without a doubt. You know, but once we work on ourselves, because I think one of the biggest things that I've really become aware of is we can't change anybody outside of ourselves. We can only change ourselves and we can only change our beliefs. And once we heal something inside of ourselves, then the external world does start to change and will mirror different things back to us. Blackbird's a great example of how much healing she's done. So she had a reading with me in January. And when I read for her, I think it was last month, the amount of difference in her energy by working on different parts of her was so profound. It showed in the energy reading that I did for her. And that's what I'll always say to anybody, you know, when you invest in yourself, when you choose yourself and you say, I'm going to heal myself no matter what it takes, and I'm going to do it for me, that's what makes the most massive amount of difference going forward in the future for you. So yeah, it's all about acceptance. Yes, definitely. And I would always say it's a journey of mastery. But there is a lot of shifting right now so fast. Yes. And I feel like you were asking about the masculine energy, weren't you, earlier, Packbird 5138? I know there is a lot of descending masculine energy. I mean, for me on the 8A, it was really peaceful. It was really beautiful. I didn't really feel anything on the portal, to be fair, but that's because I'm very embodied in my masculine energy. But I know for some feminines, it was a lot of descending masculine energy coming down, because this is why I say, like, if you're feminine, then it's really important you stay in your body, you stay in your moment, you stay in the physical experience, because you're having a physical experience as a human being, more so than being up in your head and trying to figure things out and sort things out. Anyway, that's yours, my darling, and that was great to read for you. Who else is on that would also love something from me tonight? Because I know that you guys have been helping Marianne there, which is really lovely. But who else is also just picking up on something and it's like they found their way here? If you're on the replay, just pop a little comment just saying that you found me on the replay. And if you are watching me on the replay, please give me a subscribe. And you'll be able to catch me next week if you're on the replay. And if Jill's there, and if any of you do want to have a private session with me, you can find all the details in the descriptions beneath. And it would be beautiful. I mean, honestly, I do some gorgeous, gorgeous intuitive sessions for people. So, you know, these are only very short readings. If you do want me to go deeper with you, and I do stuff in the future, I do look at your quantum. I do look at, you know, anything that you need to heal right now in this moment that could be holding you back, that might take you to the next level. I would love to work with you, because I do get a really clear picture of where you're going in the future. And then someone like me will be able to go, if you work on that, and if you heal that, and if you do that, then you will be able to get where you want to be. Hey, Amy, you've got gorgeous energy. Hey, new here, very curious. Amy, you've got gorgeous energy. Wow, girl. I just felt you fly in, and it's just like you're surrounded by angels and dragons, Amy. I feel like you don't know that though. Can I just say that? I feel like you don't know that you're surrounded by angels and dragons. You have no clue, Amy FMC McCready, how powerful you are. I can feel the energy. You found me for a reason, let me tell you. Jill, could I possibly read for you, my love? Because you've been on several of my lives now, and I've not had a chance to read for you for a good long while. And I would just love to do you a little energy check in. And then let's see, then we've got Kaja Judah regarding finances for the rest of the year, and then Marianne. I've had some off the wall experiences with masculines in my life this past month. Boundaries are smart. Yes, definitely. Awesome. So, yes, Jill, I've not encountered you. I've not read for you, I don't think, since I want to say December or January. And it would have been on the old TT platform, I do believe, if that's correct. But mm, my guides are saying you'll take it, angels and dragons. Amy, I'd love to read for you if you're open to that, because you've got exceptional energy and you are very, very, very talented. I can just feel your portal of energy coming around you. Jill, so let's tune into you. Nicola Superstar, hey, found a job. How will it go? Oh, awesome. Congratulations on getting a job. Well done. Stay with me. Let's see what we can tune in. You've never had an official reading. Have I only ever given you just bits and pieces, Jill? I think I have given you bits and pieces in the past. So, let's let the pressure. Yes, do definitely remember to like so more people can come and experience Kel. Thank you, definitely. And if you are watching, please make sure you subscribe. I am live every Wednesday. At least until the 2nd of September, anyhow. So I don't know what will happen after that. But my guide said to me, schedule all of my lives up until the 2nd of September. Anyway, Jill, what do I get as I tune into you? Now, when I initially looked into your energy, because I get shown like a coin of people's energy, and then I get shown your soul blueprint. Okay. But as I tune into your energy, one of the things that I want to say to you is something around abundance and understanding, please, that abundance comes in so many different ways and it doesn't only have to come financial. But one of the things that I feel for you is there's several things. There's two or three bits and pieces, and I'm just going to tune into the ones that are the most. Okay. So I feel like with you, you're working very much more on being present in your present moment. And I feel like you're understanding and you're noticing the beauty of the world. And the other thing I feel for you, and I don't know if you get this, okay, but I feel like gratitude for you is a great attitude. Okay. I want to say to you, and I feel like this is true for you. Yup. Okay. Do you do, um, okay, cool. All right. So two different things. Okay. First off, do you do your gratitudes each day? So that could be, for example, you wake up in the morning and you say, what three things am I so incredibly grateful today? Okay. That's one of the best ways that you can ever actually start your day. So when I get up every single morning, okay, I open my curtains and I always say, I wonder what amazing, incredible, and fantastic things are going to happen for me today. I say that every single day. And I'm never delighted. I'm always delighted. Okay. So I feel like that's important for you. And I also want to say, Jill, where are you with doing like your 3 to 5 wins every single day? So this is something you guys can do as well. Okay. So before you go to bed at night, sit there and say, what 3 to 5 things have I done or had happen to me today, which are wins, which are reasons to smile, which are reasons to celebrate? Okay. Because I really feel for you, you're being asked to go. Well, if you can feel the abundance in the universe, if you can feel the abundance in the world, it has to start coming through to you. But abundance comes to you for people that are financially struggling. It comes to you in many different ways, but also comes through to you financial. And the other thing I want to say to you, Jill, I don't know why I'm talking money here. Okay. All right. But I really feel like you'll understand just tapping into the fact that everything is energy, everything is currency. And that's why it's called currency, because it is the current of energy, and that's what abundance is. Take care, Blackbird 5138. Your phone is dying. Okay, my lovely. Well, thank you for popping on today, and I'm sure you'll be here next week. I'd love you to join New Parent yourself, 5138, if you fancy it. Um, I know my teachings in there would really help you with parts work. Just an example, just really quickly. I've just created a whole parts work toolkit today. I've spent all day working on it, and I know that's something that would really benefit you. Anyway, just going back to you, Jill. Okay. Yeah, because I really feel for you, like you've got such springy, zingy energy. And I feel like sometimes like things come into your life and it's almost like there's quite a fast turnaround. Am I reading that right for you? Okay. Because it almost feels like it feels like you're quite busy as a person, and I feel like you're really enjoying life. You're really loving life to a high degree, okay? But I really feel like one of the things that I want to give you is saying, but as humans, as soul here, our soul wants us to enjoy as many things as we possibly can. Okay. None of you came here to struggle. None of you came here to have financial hardship. None of you came here to have life in a really difficult, harsh way. But what happens is we have like trauma that holds us back. And Jill, that's one thing that I feel like my guides want to give to you today is that you came here to achieve everything that you wanted to achieve. And I know you've had a really hard, rough, not rough, but it's not been easy for you. But what I feel in your energy is this sense of you've achieved so many things and you've done so much. But I want to say, like, do you have any idea of some of the most amazing and incredible things that are coming for you in the future? But I want to say, like, with you being in your feminine energy, you're the person who has to birth that. So, for any of you into your manifestation, okay, you have to start giving energy towards what it is that you want to bring into your life, or you have to give energy to what it is that you want to manifest. So, with you, Jill, I really feel it's like sitting in that energy of going, I want to bring that into my life. And one of the things that I also want to say, I feel like you know this, but I feel like I just need to remind you, okay? But the feeling of already having that which you want is what will bring it to you faster than doing affirmations or looking at your vision board or watching a mind movie or whatever. Okay. Does that sit with you, Jill? Because I really feel like just in going into your energy there, I'm really getting that massive sense with you of, do you have any idea of the most beautiful, amazing, and incredible things that we want to give you? Can I also just say, I'm really strongly feeling like a grandmother kind of energy. Yes, thank you. But I'm really feeling like a really strong grandmother energy around you. And I feel like you would understand. I've got a lady coming through to me who would always kind of like have a little hanky tucked up inside her jumper, or her cardigan more so than it would be her jumper. And I feel like you would understand it would be a very loose, light cardigan. And I feel like sometimes she would just want to put her cardigan kind of like over her shoulders, so to speak. Okay. Just know I'm really feeling that just in how I'm connecting with her today. Okay. And I feel like you'll understand, always wanting just to blow her nose, or she's always got her tissue kind of like around her nose, so to speak. But just in connecting with her, I didn't think it could get better, but I'm here for it. Oh, amazing. Okay. All right. But yeah, but just bringing her energy through to you, I feel like what she wants to say to you is you are always such a kind person, and you genuinely are, Jill. Just reading into your energy, it feels like you would give the shirt off your back if it's going to help somebody else. But you have really youthful, gorgeous, enjoyable energy. But I feel like the reason why I came to you today was to say, but do you know how much more we really and truly want to give you? There are so many things that we want you to experience. And there's also so many people that we also really want you to help. And just know that I'm really feeling that in energy with you as well. Okay. Um, because hello, Medgeo01. Hello, thank you. It's gorgeous that so many new people are finding me today. This is amazing. Good things must be happening if you guys are finding me, which is fantastic. So if you are, give us a subscribe, because then I will pop up for you again. Because once you've subscribed, then you'll get told when I go live. And especially as I've only been this is only my fifth live, I think it is on YouTube. So yeah, Sarah, I use law of assumption, Neville Goddard works. It gives me a whole new view on manifestation. Just if others feel called, yes, definitely. Jella, yeah. So, but I feel like it's almost like I also get this sense for you of get clear on one thing that you really want to call in your life and focus and put all of your energy on that one thing. And then don't be massively surprised when it comes into your life pretty quickly. Because what we tend to do is people is we go, well, I want that and I want that and I want that. However, once we actually put our energy towards that one thing that we want to call in, what happens is it comes into us so fast. Because yes, you can say don't put all your eggs in one basket. However, when you are really in that energy, it's beautiful. You've put, I'm working on receiving my husband's love and consciously choosing him after awakening to love. We've been together for 20 years. Attachments are gone, so it's different. Laugh out loud. Oh, bless you. Amazing. Working on receiving my husband's loves and constantly choosing him after awakening to love. You've got such a gorgeous vibration. Do you know that? Mm. Thank you for that bit more of depth on your message, because I feel like the other bit that I just want to say is just to remember, but you are the creator inside. So where you say you're working on receiving your husband's love, how does it feel in your body in this second to go, he is so, I'm so deeply in love with him. What we have is everything that I've always wanted to have. And I also want to say then, have you come and found here a little bit in this space to also work on healing some of that inner masculine inside of yourself? Do you resonate with that? Because the only reason that possibly things would be a little bit sort of difficult or not as flowing as possible would be because there's some resistance to love. And maybe, just maybe, do you feel like sometimes you're trying to keep yourself a little bit safe? Sometimes, yes, 110% beautiful, brilliant. I feel that's why I showed up for you again, though, because obviously I do loads of work with helping people with their inner masculine. Um, would you have a protective part of you, Jill? That because I really feel like, when I was giving you about the abundance and tuning into that one thing, it's almost like what I pick up with you is being scared of saying, but what if it doesn't come off? What if that doesn't happen for me? That feels like that's a younger part of you. Jill, why would I say that I feel like there's an 8-year-old part of you? And why am I drawn to you being 8 specifically? Really strongly feel that for you. Do you know that? There's something about you being 8 and knowing that it is possible to have your dreams and you don't need to keep protecting yourself and you don't need to keep yourself safe. I just feel that so strongly for you, and energy just coming through for you there, my darling. I really hope that helps in some kind of way, though, because, oh, that's her. Yes, thank you. Beautiful, brilliant, awesome. Because, yeah, so I want to say, work with 8-year-old you. Are you familiar with parts work at all, my darling? Uh, yeah, because it is that protective part of you that would be slightly pushing abundance away from you and would slightly be pushing your husband's love away from you. Because I want, if any of you guys understand like protective parts and whatever, you will understand that your parts actually, their role is just to keep you safe. So that's what I feel for you in that gorgeous energy just there. But you do deserve everything. But working with that little younger part of you would make a massive amount of difference going forward in your future. So Jill, I really hope that helps you in some way, because you do have gorgeous energy, but also slow down, enjoy that moment, and just sometimes it's okay to not always be on the go, looking for that next thing, on the go, looking for that next thing. Okay. That's what I want to give you. And I hope that helps you in some way. All right. That's yours, my darling. Beautiful, gorgeous energy. Thank you for being here. And I really appreciate you, which is gorgeous. Thank you. Awesome. Cool. Wow, beautiful reading. Really, really lovely. And I love that I was able to tap into 8-year-old you. Isn't that amazing? Yes, very helpful. Awesome. Cool. So who else is still here? I know Sarah, you're still here. But I don't know who else is still here that I've got about another sort of 25 minutes. So maybe one, maybe two people would be really good. Jill, you're more than welcome, my darling. Do let me know how you get on with that though. And I would encourage you to find 8-year-old you's part name. That's certainly what's helped me in the past work, most definitely. And Marianne, you're still there as well. Hello, my darling. Mm. So my guides are saying, oh, Amy is here as well. Beautiful. Okay, awesome. Cool. Marianne, I'm going to do a little quick bit for you. Amy, I would love to also read for you. And I'll see if I've got time for Kasia there as well, my darling. All right. So Marianne, let me just I know your question was around your house, I do believe. And I think you've had some problems with your house. I think that's what you said. You did a cleanse. I love the fact that you can go back on YouTube. Hello, please can I ask if I will move to a happier house soon? So sad I'm not settled at the new house you moved to a year ago. Ah, okay, cool, awesome. So you want help also around your house. Mm. Okay. Have you made peace with the energy of the house? I know people were talking about cleanses and stuff, okay, but I want to say what you feed into and what you put your energy into is what you're going to receive back. You are the creator of everything that is happening in your house. So the first thing I want to say to you is you moved for a reason. There's two things I want to say to you, okay? The first thing is you moved for a reason, and what were you hoping to ascertain, or what were you running from in the old house? Because I feel like you moved and you were hoping for a change. But one of the things that I get is understanding that actually it doesn't matter where you move because your problems still move with you. They still come with you and you can't get away from your problems. It doesn't matter if you move to another country, you're still going to take your problems, you're still going to take your issues with you because that's kind of like what happens, okay? But I'm just really feeling that for you, number one, okay? The second thing though that I really want to focus on is you're creating that energy within you. So what we focus on, so where you focus your energy on is what you continue to create. So because you think that it's not a bad house, you think it's a bad house and you think you've got problems with it, you think you've made a mistake, you're actually going to continue to create that. Okay. And Sarah, I know you will 100% understand this. Okay. And anybody else into the law of attraction, anybody else into manifestation, you will understand that if that is your belief, the universe has to keep proving you right because it's your belief. So where you saying, I think the houses are built so badly, you're finding evidence and you're finding proof to back up your belief. You manifested the house, which is great, but it's your beliefs. They're asking you to look at, but what do you believe? Because you're only you're using something. Google this, okay? They're showing me that you're working on something called confirmation bias. So because you believe it's not a good house, because there's something in you that says it's not built right or whatever, you will see continuous proof known as confirmation bias to support your beliefs. Okay. But it is actually when you change your beliefs, that's when everything starts to change for you. But your house is going to keep getting worse. You're going to have problems and all kinds of things until actually you do that inner work and you say to yourself, why am I believing that? Because when you change that, your house will stop having problems. It will stop having issues. You'll stop finding all kinds of things with it. And I feel like what I'm getting for you that maybe no one else would is actually you are the creator of the reality that you're living in. So why are you doing that? Because you're doing it to possibly protect yourself. Yes, I understand I undervalue things or I feel I'm not worthy. That's kind of ties in a little bit with the inner child, but I do really feel though like it's the Here's one for you, okay? See if you can answer this for me. The reason why you believe, and this is for any of you watching, okay? The reason why you believe what you believe is because it is of a benefit to you. So there is a part of you that it serves to believe there's issues and problems with your house. I'm not saying there's not, by the way, okay? I'm not taking away that there are issues and problems. What I'm trying to get at for you is going, hey, my darling, you are believing what you're believing because it's keeping you safe from something. So were you, for example, hoping to move and feel incredibly happy, but is it then a case of you're like, I'm not worthy of this gorgeous house, which I think is what you're also saying. Therefore, because you don't feel worthy, you're going to get repairs coming outside of your ears. You're going to have this, you're going to have this, because it's almost like you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. And I feel like we're kind of tapping into you may be a bit scared of being the creator of your reality. Does that sit with you? Because I know that when any of us wake up to the fact that actually we create everything around us and we have our spiritual awakening, that can be absolutely huge. Because when you go, well, I created all of this. You did. Everything that is happening around you, you have created from your wounds and your trauma. But ultimately, it's because you said you would come down here and you would do that to teach yourself what it is you need to do. And you put, yes, if I feel sad somewhere, I instantly want to move. Right. So that's to do with your inner child. And that's why I have shown up for you. Because when you say I'm not worthy, okay, all right. I also feel like if I did a one-to-one session with you, okay, you would say to me, Kel, I don't feel good enough. And I would say to you, but your soul doesn't understand those words. But 4-year-old Marianne, she does, because I can see your little inner child inside of you. Um, have you done, and lots of moves have been sad, but this house seemed to be unhappiest. Yeah, and I feel like that's where I tapped into earlier with you. You can't run away from your pain. It doesn't matter. I mean, I've moved, I don't know, 40 times in my life, but my trauma has always come with me because you can't outrun your trauma. I've lived in some beautiful places in the UK. I've lived near the sea and everything, but it didn't matter where I lived. I was always incredibly unhappy until I actually started really doing the inner work. And Michelle says, yes, Kel, that's why I suggested cleansing is the intention. Whilst cleansing will help change the way you look at things, grounding is so important. Yes, definitely. I would agree with that. Yeah. But I want to say with you, Marianne, what I'm really picking up there is some need for some beautiful, gorgeous inner child work, or maybe linked to being abandoned by my mother, my daughter. Oh my God, my darling, yes, yes. And like I say, give us a subscribe, okay? I've made so many videos on this channel around the inner child for you. Take some time over the weekend and watch some of my videos, okay? And really understand that's that gorgeous little girl inside of you. And if you'd love to be part of my Reparent Yourself community, I'd love to have you in there, my darling. I would. I think I could really help someone like you. But I really feel though that, yeah, you can do stuff to your, on yourself to a degree, but I would really strongly recommend looking at your inner child, my darling, because when you actually start to change her and you heal her and you heal your abandonment wound and you heal your rejection wound, what's going to happen is your reality in your world is going to change completely inside of you. Does that make sense? I can feel that for you because I can feel you have no fear miles around me. I can feel your little girl talking to me. I can. And I also want to say, weirdly enough, right? Do you resonate with being a small girl and Peter Rabbit, please? Or did you have like a small little tiny rabbit when you were younger? And I feel like you'd understand. Did you used to put like a cuddly ear or something in your mouth and suck it like that? Or you had a little blanket or something? Because I feel like your inner child is about 3, maybe 4 years of age. And I feel like you also love to like stroke your cheek. It feels like you like soft, fleecy blankets, that kind of stuff. And that would be a very strong indication there that your inner child is massively coming through for you in this reading today. So that's what I've got for you. Peter Rabbit, yes, beautiful. I can just see it, you see. I don't know. I'm able to tune into anybody's inner child. I can see everybody's inner child inside of themselves. But I think, yeah, and I did do a really gorgeous meditation yesterday. Thank you, Michelle. I've also actually, Marianne, thank you for saying that, Michelle. I've actually got a Meet Your Inner Child meditation that I made last week on my channel. So go and find that, okay, because it's called Meet Your Inner Child. And do that. It's totally free, okay? And see if you can find that little girl on a swing, because I feel like I can see her. And I feel like you'll also understand like little tiny painted shoes. And I want to say white socks and little black shoes. And it feels like your white socks used to have like little frilly bits around the edges. She's very, very, very vulnerable, very beautiful, your little girl, just inner girl. But anyway, do that. And then come back and see us and let us know how you get on, all right, my darling. But I had a swing made by my dad. Yeah, I'm sure anybody else here can feel your gorgeous inner child just there deep inside of you. But I want you to know though that your inner child is the most beautiful, gorgeous, amazing, incredible version of you. Really, it is true. And Sarah, I know that you can feel other people's inner children as well. You know, I've got to say honestly, like whenever you've healed your own inner child, you can feel other people's, you can feel other people's parts. So when you start doing parts work, then you go, that's my partner's part. I do that. I'm like, that's not you. That's a part of you. What are you saying that for? That's a part of you. Come on, love. You know. Anyway, that's yours, Marianne. Beautiful to read from you, and I hope you pop back and see us and let us know how you go. And if you do find the inner child meditation really helpful, just pop a comment and let me know what it was that you saw. Because I would love to hear from you, and I'd love to think that you found me as I could someone that I'm just creating stuff to help people. Because for me, your inner child is the key to your future, your intuition, and your happiness. All right, Marianne, that's yours. Beautiful, gorgeous girl. That's yours. Thank you ever so much for being here. You've got gorgeous energy, which is amazing. Cool. Do we have the dragon lady? I don't know her name. What is your name? Amy FM McCready, are you there? I don't know, but I would. Yes, black shoes and white socks. Amazing. But Amy, are you there? I'd love to absolutely read for you, my darling. Mm. If you are, yes, awesome. You stayed on. Thank you. Wow, wicked. So, was there anything in specifically that you wanted, or do you want me just to tap in and tune in and just see what is coming there for you? Just let me know in the energy before I do, because there's a variety of things, and I feel like I did really pop up for you for a reason. But oh, Jack, what are you like? If you could see my dog, he's in a really weird position. I've got a gorgeous border collie. I've got 3 of them actually here. They're all asleep all around me. Anyway, I'm just going to start reading for you anyway. And if you do type something, obviously it's a 40-second delay, you can tell me. So if I tap into your energy, sorry, having an issue with the keyboard. No worries. Okay. Just have a drink a minute. It's actually weird as I tap into your energy, because I put my leg up because I feel like something about business for you. Okay. But understand, so what I pick up in your energy, thank you so much. I had a black and white collie dog. Oh, I was meant to mention that to you. Okay. But Amy, what I feel for you is this sense of like people are magnetically drawn to your energy. So when you popped in, I felt you come in the room before you actually typed anything and said hello. Because I want to say, like, you make a huge, massive impact, but you help a lot of people. But would I be right? And I feel like I am, if you understand that that the masculine energy serves you well, but, excuse me, I also feel there's a bit of fear there of stepping into your true feminine energy. Would that resonate with you? Because I feel like, do you dabble in stuff? Do you play in stuff? Like, I feel like you like a bit of spiritual stuff, but I feel like you're like, it could be a little bit woo woo, but you do like it. But you've also feels like you've got a very responsible job, or it feels like or you should have people around you that look up to you as a person. And I feel like it's almost like It's almost like this is what I pick up, okay? It's almost like if anybody kind of knew you to a really high level, they would be blown away by all the different facets of you. I don't even feel like you know yourself. You do know yourself, but I feel like there are so many levels and layers to you, okay? I feel like you are a box of chocolates that just keeps giving, okay? And I feel like I could spend time with you in a coffee shop and I feel like you would tell me different things and I would just be like, wow, I didn't know that. Oh my God, I didn't know that. And I feel like you wear many hats. Okay. Um, and your spiritual hat is one that feels like it's a hat that you could get used to wearing. Yes, resonating with this, currently unemployed and unsure what I'm doing in my life, where I want to be, but certainly dabbling spirituality and probably fearful of stepping. Beautiful, gorgeous. Okay. But yeah, I feel like you can wear many hats, but I want to say you found me, and I really hope you follow me from this, because I feel like the spiritual stuff is what is coming for you, because I feel like the 3D stuff doesn't resonate with you. And I feel like you're going through a spiritual awakening. And I feel like you're understanding as well. Like, when I was talking about the creator and stuff just now, I feel like you were listening to that and you were like, I resonate with that, Kel. I get that, Kel. I know I'm creating it, and I feel like you're creating it, but you don't know how you're creating it. And I'd invite you to have a look at that. Okay. So I want to say, when we talk about you being currently unemployed, okay, what I get for you, I don't know if you were watching earlier, I don't think you were, okay, but what I get for you is, okay, let's put your hand on your heart. What is it Amy really and truly wants to do? And I want you just to tune into that for yourself. And then I want you to know that your heart and your ability for what you want can become true and can manifest. I also feel like, could I also put you onto the path of a lady called Shelley Bullard, please? You can watch so much of her content here on YouTube. She is a fantastic, phenomenal creator, and she has created the life of her dreams through manifestation. Shelley also has a YouTube membership channel. Okay, I do believe. I don't know if she has any more, but I was part of it for a little while, and I think it's a couple of bucks or whatever. What's that? Did someone just see that fly, whatever it was, past my screen? I don't know. It felt like a white butterfly or something. Hey, Kel. Hey, everyone. It's Katie. You're tuning in from Cornwall. Katie, you got on. I didn't think you would have strong enough Wi-Fi, Katie, to pop on. But yeah, Amy, I really feel that for you, because what I'm massively getting is understanding that actually you can create the job that you want, but let's actually find what Amy wants to do. And again, do you know what? They're giving you the angels and the dragons feeling. I feel like Katie's tapped straight into you. Katie's quite intuitive, by the way. Um, she also does some reading as well. She doesn't know, but she does. Okay. But yeah, with you, I really feel like, I know this is crazy, Amy, but do you feel like you want to meet your personal dragon? So I've given you Shelley Bullard. Okay. What I'd love to say to you is tap into YouTube and put in a dragon meditation. Just put that in on YouTube search bar and pick the one you're drawn to and meet your dragon. Okay. It is true. Okay. Who else here in this chat has found their dragon? Katie, have you found your dragon? I know my dragon's cool. My dragon is short and dumpy, and just that's what my little dragon does. My little dragon is she loves ice cream, my dragon, and she's short and dumpy, green, and she's got a little tiny crown, and it's really cute. So yeah, Sarah, I'm really good. How are you on vacation? Oh, beautiful. And I'd love you to come back and see us more and more, though, Amy. I really feel like you would fit with the people in here. And just know, if any of you are finding this, we're building this gorgeous community of people, and we're all coming together week on week. And the energy that can you feel the energy in this room? Any of you guys, can you feel what we've done tonight? That's why it was buffering earlier, because the energy was so high coming through from all of us souls here to make the energy and the internet just buffer like absolute crazy. So Amy, I don't know if you're up for that, okay, but have a look at that. And also, I would love to invite you to also start thinking about your guides and stuff. And can I also say to you, I don't know if this resonates with you, but I would really look at some kind of like spiritual development stuff. And I don't know if school communities sit with you at all, okay? But there's plenty of school communities that help people like you. But I also feel, Amy, where do you sit on the lines of intuition? Because I also feel like that's waking up massively inside you too. You're hot spotting for the last part. Dragon meditation, yes, you'll know and feel, Amy, the right one for you. Yes, I found my dragon. I love the energy here. Oh, beautiful, gorgeous. I know you're hot spotting off somebody. I know it is your hot spotting off. But yeah, Amy, I also feel like you're tapping into your intuition as well. Um, and you know that something is guiding you, but you haven't kind of grabbed it. But can I also give you this on job? Okay. I feel like for you, you could do a job that was really high powered, really kind of executive, but you would also love to absolutely chill out and relax and just throw your head back and laugh on your days off. And I don't know why, but I feel like you would be a very, very wealthy woman when you find what it is that you want to do. But this is about following what your heart wants you to do. Because I feel like that's why you've been kind of put on your backside, so to speak. You're unemployed, and you don't really know what you're doing, but that's because you're being held and looked after so that you're able to actually start manifesting the life that you want going forward. Okay. You really have gorgeous, beautiful energy. And I feel like you'll understand. You do this sometimes, Amy. Okay. You've started walking in and going, is it me or is everybody looking at me? Now, I want to say this to you, okay? When you're a high vibration person, which you are, this is why you find your way here, okay? I've got to be honest, it tends to be very high vibrational people that come and find this community right here, okay? Um, or people with potential, okay? But with you, what I really feel is when you are of a high vibration, you'll notice animals are drawn to you. Young children stare at you, people stare at you, and you'll all of a sudden find that traffic will stop and people, you'll just be like, is everyone looking at me? Everyone isn't looking at you. Yes, you're stunning, Amy. You're gorgeous. Okay. You might not look amazing and incredible, whatever now, sat on your sofa chilling out. Okay. But I want to say though that as souls, what happens is we see other people's soul energy. Who in the chat here agrees that actually it's like Katie will have people chat and talk to her for ages randomly in a supermarket. Even on the beach, she'll get people chatting to her. Okay. But that's because people are same with you, Michelle. Okay. So when you have, and Amy, I feel this is really important. We're talking about your vibration, we're talking about your aura. And I feel like you're like, this girl knows what she's talking about. It's not bad, is it? Eh? Okay. But I really feel like it's because people are reading how gorgeous and beautiful your energy is. That's why they're drawn to you. But I really would encourage you to start looking at manifestation. I would start to encourage you to go, okay, what is the life I want to have? And then you can move on towards vision boards, you can move on towards that kind of stuff. But wow, I'm going to say to you, you have the most gorgeous opportunities ahead of you. Okay. Um, and when you really open yourself up to it, and I would say open yourself up to it, you're going to be blown away by the amazing and incredible things that are going to come your way. Because what I get for you is like Source wants to give you so many wonderful, beautiful things, and you're very deserving of them because I feel like you're so kind. But I also feel like there's a bit of a musical side to you. Like you've got so many hats, Amy. Honestly, like you could do a bit of guitar one day, you could do a bit of decorating another, you could do a bit of crochet another, you could do a bit of cooking another. Okay. People confess all kinds to you. Yes, definitely, Andrea. I bet they do, my darling. You still got your little dog, my love, have you? Or is it just your cat, isn't it? I think I can't remember, but I know you've got a specific animal that you're very, very close to. But yeah, and I just feel with you, Amy, you're like, well, I could do a little bit of that, but I feel like you've got really vibrant, lovely, lovely energy. And just know that. Because if you came into this room and I felt and go whoosh kind of thing, there's a reason with that. And I'm really glad you found me. Does that help you at all in any way? Because I kind of feel like that's what I was sort of guided to read for you today. I mean, I've given you loads and loads there. And I kind of hope that helps in some way, definitely. So let me know if that resonates with you. And I've also got to say, I can't know if I'm going to say this, okay, but my guides would love me to, what is it? Ha ha, jack of all trades, master of none, chronic boredom. Thank you so much. So lovely to hear this. I also want to say, by the way, you can watch this back. That's the beauty of being on YouTube, is you can actually watch this reading back. So what I would say to you is, when it is, because it takes, I think, be processed about it takes about 14 hours to process, because it has to process all the chat before it gets released as something you can watch back on YouTube. But what I would say, Amy, is find it, and then save it to a playlist, and know that you can come and watch it, and you can know that you came on an hour and 15 minutes into the chat. So you could just fast forward to an hour and 15 minutes. You could find your bit of your reading, and you can watch it back in, say, 3 or 6 months' time. But yeah, what I'm really feeling for you is this, like you say, your hand on your heart. Okay. What is it that you would love to do that you could get paid for doing, and it wouldn't feel like work? 'Cause that's what it's like for me. So I get to do this, and I also get to talk to people in sessions, and I help people heal their childhood trauma, and I've got a community of people that I also help, and none of that feels like work. It just feels like you're in the flow, and you love it, and you enjoy it, and that's what I feel for you. Find that thing. But I do want to say, though, I really am feeling this. You will be a very, very wealthy woman. You've just got to decide what it is you want, and then go for it with all of your heart. We'll definitely visit. Thanks so much. Lots to reflect on. Hoping my heart and intuition can be a little louder. Hmm. Intuition is like a muscle, though, darling. You got to keep using it. Katie will tell you that. And also when you heal your beautiful, gorgeous inner child. But then I do feel like your inner child isn't too bad, actually, to be fair. Okay. But I do want to say, they're saying to you, your intuition is like a muscle. Use it and trust it. Okay. So, and your intuition will start to feel, do you feel it in your belly, by the way? Okay. Lots of people get that gut feeling, that sixth sense. Okay. And just know when you're feeling it, it's like, when you meet somebody and you're like, oh, they don't feel so good. Okay. Trust that. You're not wrong. Okay. Or you're like the job that Katie applied for today. I got such good vibrations. I went, yes, Katie, this is the job for you. Yes, Katie. Yes, Katie. I like it, all lit up in stars and glowing roses, because she said no to that rubbish job on Monday that she was going to apply for. I was like, Katie, don't apply for that. Yeah. But when you feel it, and when you go for it with all your heart, and you live it and you breathe it, it must become yours. So just know that, because I feel like you're going to be a very wealthy person once you decide what it is you want to do. But I can also just give you, it's something to do with your creativity and your like artistic flair. You've got to, you can't, it would kill you sitting at a desk 9 to 5. You could not do that. But what you could do is stand up in front of people and talk in front of audiences. Do you also have a bit of a singing vibe to you as well? Are you also a bit of a singer? Could you be in a band? Well, I don't want to say like I could see you in a band on a Friday, and people be like, no way, is that Ames? I could see you like here on like a microphone, like like that. I could just see you, and I just feel like people be like, "Is that Amy?" No, that is not Amy. That's Ames. That's what I see for you, anyhow. Gorgeous girl. How does that grab for you? Does that sound really good? I really hope that helps you in some way. But that is yours. Haha, love singing, but don't think I'm particularly good at it. Love this. So I just saw it for you. I just do a bit of karaoke, but I want to say, like, you came here to have the very best life in the whole wide world. Enjoy that and love that, and make the most of it. Okay. And Katie says the feeling is different when it's right for you, Amy. Trust your intuition, and you'll be guided on the right path for you. You will, most definitely. Anyway, Amy, that's yours, my darling. Thank you ever so much for being here. That was really gorgeous and amazing, and a great way to end my evening. So I'm going to say I'm on 1 hour 33 minutes, and I can feel that I need to stop now, because 90 minutes is my limit. So if I didn't get to you tonight, I'm so sorry. I really apologize. I would say, if any of you are seeing me on the replay or you're in the chat here, please join me this time next week, and we will do it all again. And what is it Michelle's put? Amy, unrealized this time as redirection on your path. Yes, definitely. And Michelle, I really hope you can join next week. And Andrea, hopefully Sarah, you'll pop back as well, and anybody else on here. But thank you. It's the energy has been gorgeous. And I've got to say, ladies, week on week, this is getting better and better and better. And it is amazing. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for you giving me the platform. Because if you guys weren't here, I wouldn't be able to be a medium and an intuitive energy reader. So without you guys, this is not possible. But Sarah, I love how you're growing. You've even grown since I read for you like 4 weeks ago. I feel like your energy has gone up a notch since about 4 weeks ago. I really, really do. And Katie will definitely be here next week. No excuses. She's managed to hotspot. I mean, thanks for popping in, Katie. I knew you. I had a feeling you might do actually because you wanted to see everybody. But if you're on the replay, thank you very much for watching. If you've got this far, if any of you do want to work with me, you'll see all the details below in the description. And it's been an absolute pleasure to serve you. And I will see you guys next week. So I will see you then. All right, you guys take care. Mwah. Sending you so much love. Have a great week and enjoy. And Michelle says, do you drink teas? I do. Yes, definitely. All right. Anyway, take care. Mwah. Cheers.